your best example of to do right, you sometimes have to do a little wrong. When my daughter was a senior in college, she had this psycho ex-boyfriend who blackmailed her, saying he'll leak her private photos unless she sleeps with him one last time. Sadly, she gave in and went to his house, where he kept her and did everything he wanted until morning. I remember she was distraught the next day and even walked funny, and I still blame myself for not pressing harder when she said it was fine. As I'm sure you can guess, it turned out that sleeping with him once was not enough for this psycho. He began demanding it weekly, or else he'd leak her photos. I don't know exactly how many times she gave in, but I do remember seeing her get sadder and sadder over a few months. God, I blame myself so much. Thankfully, she finally got the courage to speak up. She told 3 of her older male cousins, and they promised to deal with it. A few days later, she invited that a-hole over to our place to stay the night. My wife and I were on a trip abroad at the time, so he thought the house was empty. From what my nephews told me, he walked in carrying a bag filled with knives and other disgusting stuff. They all hid upstairs waiting for him, and my daughter seduced that freak. She took him into her room where she dropped him onto the bed, and that's when my nephews came out of the ensuite. I won't go into the details because they're way too graphic. But he is now blind, deaf,